Minecraft for making Minecraft videos. God, how times have changed. But I am relatively good terms with Seer. He's a funny bloke. You should be subscribed. Mainly because I fear for his life, because Onision has cut ties with Seer because Seer used him a lot. And he used to do these videos where like Onision and Seer would be on camera, and obviously they're doing comedy sketches, but Onision would like say some really weird stuff that like it just seemed to be really awkward, and Seer just seemed to be sat there just like, oh, okay, mate, fair enough. Seer looked like a hostage. But basically, Seer like tweets out some stuff on Twitter, basically saying like, don't shame people for not voting for Donald Trump or so on and so forth, because like it's not really needed, so on and so forth, like carrying on that kind of linear story. And Onision sends him a text message saying, you've used me, and now you've betrayed me. It's the end for you, Seer. The end. And he blocks him. He blocks one of his only mates left on Twitter. And you may think it ends there. No, me being I'm Alex, I do a little bit of pressing. I press a bit, push a bit, you know, get my nose in there. And Seer says this. So yeah, I think it's pretty much confirmed now. Onision is insane. Because a lot of the arguments were that it's a comedy channel when he uploads to the Onision channel. He's doing a bit of comedy, sketches, you know, funny man, you know, like me. Both funny, definitely not both insane. And, you know, all well and good, mate. Okay, did a bit of this comedy sketch thing. But when he claims that Onision Speaks is, like, him, and Onision Speaks is scarier. Because if you think of it that is actually him, and all the stuff he's saying on there is apparently true, there's been some fucked up stuff posted on there. To publicly post information about other people's lives onto the internet without their permission isn't just, like, fucking weird, but it's generally disgusting, and I question your mental state if you do stuff like that. He's posting up, like, these relationship stories. Whatever happens in his relationship, he posts it worldwide. And he claims it's, like, a healthy relationship, well, quite fucking clearly it's not, because you're always complaining about it, and talking about how you're, like, fucking 10 different women at the same time, but your wife's okay with it. And how, like, there's girlfriends of girlfriends, and boyfriends of boyfriends, and boyfriends of girlfriends, and so on and so forth. Just this random spiral of human beings all caught in this Onision drama. And you're posting these personal stories about these people to your fans to monetize it and make ad revenue off it. It's really weird. Odd. Really odd. Like, kind of... And I generally do not believe that stuff like this should be allowed, or allowed to go free, no matter whether it's a joke or so on and so forth. He's all been playing everybody, because due to the fact that Seer has now officially come out and basically said, like, the guy's a bit fucked up in the head, it kind of just makes everything seem a bit more real to me. It's hard, because it seemed so unbelievably fake. Like, he doesn't seem real. He doesn't seem like a real person. The way he acts, the stuff he does, he's not just a psychopath, but a sociopath. I mean, I'm not exactly a bodybuilder, but I'm definitely not a vegan. You're never going to catch me screaming like a maniac.
You see it?
This is my meaty body. Not quite the same effect. But because I want to focus on his Onision Speaks channel, because that's the one that's more interesting to me, because he apparently plays it off as if it's, like, true narrative, I wanted to look at a few of his recent videos so we could kind of, like, go into more of a decent depth about what he posts. 23 hours ago, he posted a video called The Truth About My Wedding, where he basically goes through and just tells a nice story about his wedding, kind of in a weird way, and it wasn't really too weird, but, yeah, you could share a story like that. That's what vloggers do, so on and so forth. The main thing that shows me that this guy's insane is the fact that I do believe he titles and tags and writes the descriptions for every single one of his videos. And if he doesn't, I could be corrected on that, but let's say he does. He talks about himself in the third person so many times. And only somebody who is insane would talk about themselves in the third person. When YouTubers with their extensive educations and life experiences give advice to strangers, magic happens. Sarah and Onision talk about issues that people bring to Onision. Now, I was really desperate to get Onision into the search engines, or like he's mental. Andy Biersack's wife miscarried, plus drunken rant. What the fuck? What the fuck type of video is that? Why would you talk about that? You know? He doesn't just, like, let out his own personal stuff, but he also posts, like, anybody he fucking cares about personal stuff, and, like, talks about it in, like, the weirdest fucking ways. Now, a video I wanted to look more in depth at was his We Broke Up video, the one where he basically tries to get somebody to tattoo themselves so they could stay in his house, whatever the fuck is going on. Normal behaviour.
People had informed my wife that Billy looked extremely high on drugs. After Billy had gone to that concert, she contacted us, asking if it was okay if she ever made physical contact with another guy. My wife and I concluded that because this was supposed to be a meaningful relationship to us, it should remain just the three of us.
Meaningful relationship, just the three of us. I'm just gonna let you know, Onision, there is a reason why the song is called Just the Two of Us. it's kind of looking like this probably won't work out in your favour, but, you know, I'm only 1 minute in out of this 30-minute video, so just going to hold back on that one. I must say, this art style, are you going for, like, an even shitter version of Grade A Underage? Because if so, you're doing a great job. The way he talks and the way he portrays these stories that happen to him make him come across as, like, an insane person. No normal person talks like this. No normal person talks to people or to an audience in this way about such personal subjects and such personal stuff. The way he talks about these personal stuff irks me in a weird way. Like, it makes me, like, on edge. Listening to him speak about these personal things that he's been through and stuff about his wife, and the way he talks about his wife and the way he talks about these people in his relationships as if they're all idiots and if he is like some mighty god that cannot be untouched. And he did make his own religion back in the day, by the way, so kind of says a lot about him. But he's like talking about himself like as if he's so high and mighty. And like, oh, everybody else is such an idiot. The mighty Onision told them this, and they defied him. And now look at them. Where do they expect to end up? If only they'd have tattooed my name onto their shoulders, then they'd all be okay today. Quick question to say, if you do have a tattoo, you can get them removed. I'm sorry if he did make you do that. Scary bloke. But he talks in such a weird way. This video has 16,000 dislikes. I think some people are kind of catching on to the fact that the guy's batshit crazy. If you watch a bunch of his videos on his Onision Speaks channel, it kind of just is worrying. Because at first I thought he was a character. But with what has been said recently, it kind of proves that it's very much the opposite. And that's relatively scary. But this is one of many videos Onision has made on relationships, so on and so forth. He's in like a relationship with like 2 girls, and he basically just openly talks about fucking both of them. Like, random shit constantly. It's kind of fucking weird to share that, to share a relationship. The whole point of a relationship, in my opinion, the way I see it, is, you know, that's a special person you want to be with, or special 2 people in this case. You know, for Onision, public knowledge. Everybody gets it. Probably because he makes a lot of fucking ad revenue off of it. The relationship, debatable whether it's even real, but if it is real, then, God, you really are scary. It's not very hard to make this situation funny. The guy's just a bit mental, isn't he? The stuff he says, the way he portrays himself. He sounds like me. Me and Onision, equally sociopaths. Welcome to my world. Let's talk in the third person about us, like I'm doing right now. Alex is great. I love him. Subscribe to I'm Alex. Well, that's it from me. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing if you are new. I want to say a quick thank you to the people who have pledged money to the Patreon. Thank you to Detection, Stat Track Jack, Samuel, Ditsy Daffy, Blue, Summerland, Bobby, Crystal, Lucas, Joey, JMAA, and everybody else who has pledged. Thank you guys very much. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching this video. I do believe this man is kind of crossing the line at this point, showing this much information about people's personal lives that aren't even his own. People probably don't even realise that they're having their whole life posted on the internet by this madman. Have a good one. Peace out, people.